on this truck driver title. Just sort of like testing out the wheel. It's not the best. It's all right, but it's not the best. I enjoyed it on controller actually. I just didn't really enjoy it on the wheel much. Right. Okay. I'm going to go and try and do. You have to sort of start this on the controller. Otherwise, it's a bloody nightmare. I'm going to go and do one of these missions here for Iona. Oh. I haven't got an automatic. I haven't got a manual vehicle. I've only got an automatic, which is a bit annoying. So I wouldn't mind. Least of my problems, though, if I'm honest. I'm not sure what the button is to reset the camera. That's all. Least of my problems. The biggest problem I've got in this title, and it's a huge problem, really, in terms of like immersion and sims and stuff, is there's no force feedback on the wheel. As a result, it's absolutely dreadful. Like, it's not even a touch on something like Euro Truck. Then again, nothing. I found nothing compares to Euro Truck, really. I think I'm coming off of that. But I mean, it gets the job done. If you're not really played truck simulators and you just thought, oh, I'll jump into this casually on a console, it does get the job done. Some of the having to rate. Look at the revs at the moment. There's a real problem there. Look at the state of that meter. Some of the missions require you to fly round at the most ridiculous speed. I can't keep up with it, to be fair. Like the requirements of like getting from A to B, I found it a real struggle, but we'll see. It is a pleasure driving. I mean, I like driving trucks. It is a pleasure, but it's so diminished because of the lack of force feedback. This title could be absolutely brilliant with just a little bit of like centering force or something on the wheel. Do you know what I mean? That's all that's required. I'm coming off of bed actually. Well, that's Bob. Busy texting. Yeah, let's come off here, and we're going to this. I can't pronounce her name. Iona. Problem there. So yeah, I mean, The downside is a lot of the missions just require you to absolutely bomb it around the map. Um, and last thing you want to do is like end up in a collision in one of these things. Oh, come on, mate. There is some force feedback initially on the wheel when it. Oh, fuck. That's having to like use my controller to look around with and then the wheel to bloody steer with. Yeah, there's some force feedback on the wheel. When the truck is stationary, but when it's not stationary, there's nothing. It's weird. I wish the Xbox supported the Kinect and had head tracking. It'd be the best thing in the world if you could do that. And it'd be so easy to implement compared to like everything else that they've got going on. Fucking hell, dildo. Get move on. I think they just like fallen asleep at the wheel or something. Now I'm coming into this yard here on the right, so and over here again. Hopefully nothing too complicated. Okay, wherever that is. Zoid by. Zoid by. Where is that then? So it's on my sat nav, is it? Gotta be careful of sleep and stuff. I don't know what my good for sleep. We'll see if that goes up or down. This is what I mean. It's really awkward about. You can't really. You can't. You can't. It's not usable. I don't think. Because of the need to like move your head around as traffic's coming by. But I mean, what I could do is just use the controller. It's just not as fun. I could use the controller. You see, that's all right. That works well. As and when. Oh shit! I'm fighting against the wheel here. 75. Bloody hell, that's quick, isn't it? That is MPH as well. There's a roadblock ahead. That's a bloody sudden thing. You don't get any warning. Strangely enough, I mean, these bits, when you're just driving along like this is very difficult to do on controller, I find, because you're constantly just making micro adjustments all the time. So it's not too bad. Like for the main trunk roads at speed, use the wheel. Again, it'd just be nice if there was some force feedback, because it's very difficult to use a wheel when there's no force feedback. It's very challenging actually. Just don't get any centering, any like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what force feedback does, but I think it does quite a bit, really. Shit. That could have been really dodgy. I didn't expect that turn to come up. It sort of doesn't really tell you when a turn's coming up. It's a damn shame. It's just like you could do with that sat nav being 3D, really. You know, if you knew your way around the island, not a problem, but if you knew your way around the island, you wouldn't need a sat nav. Is this 30 this stretch here? The thing is, when I've been trying to meet deadlines, I've had to bomb it along at 60 in the best. Done some right dodgy overtaking on this particular spot as well. My truck is severely damaged. I don't know why. I don't think there's anything I can do. I haven't hit anything, so I don't really know what's gone on there. What I could do with finding out is where I can go and get it repaired. Now, I just saw a national speed limit sign, so why is it now saying 30 miles an hour? I've got here? What's this thing? Oh, garage up there. I'm not waiting around for these guys. Whatever's gone on there. I'm just wondering if I should go to the garage and also just get my sleep sorted out. I think you can get fined for like lighting in this as well. How is that overhead? Something like floating in the air. Right, I've got this garage here, so I'm going to go and see if this can be repaired at the garage, or even if it can be repaired at the petrol station or wherever. Oh, that's not a garage then, that's a bloody dealership, is it? Oh, shit. What am I driving anyway? I don't even know what this thing is that I'm driving. Is it a Scania? I think it is. That's only refuel. Let's figure out. See, say that's a garage. I'm going to go round and oh, what's that there then? That's a rest spot, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go round here. Let's So see, that's a supermarket, that's not a garage. Oh, my fucking TV switched off, hasn't it? Don't know why. Right, so I don't know what's gone on here. Going back out this way. I'm going to end up having to go to bed soon. Right. See, what's this over here then? Is that not a garage? I think it is. Does it repair trucks? Some sleep on here. Right, let's see. How I repair trucks, I don't know. Right. I'll not go back to sleep. I don't understand. I really don't get it. Who knows? Well, I got sleep and I got refueled, so that'll do for the moment. I can't see any signs of a deadline being on this job, so it is what it is. Fucking idiots. Tourist bus is the same sort of way where it's not easy to like. You got no head tracking. It's a huge problem. It's in Westerhaven. For fuck's sake. Where's that then? Okay. But it's not giving me a thing on the sat nav. Oh, it is now. It's only the bloody tyres that are a problem at the moment. I think I'm just going to carry on to my garage and try and get the truck fixed if I can. Then again, I've been down that route and it's not productive. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I mean, let's have a look. Vesterhaven. It's not too far. From Vesterhaven, is it? It's a bit of a windy road. Yeah, I'll just continue past it and then go to the garage. I don't know if I can repair it whilst I'm in the middle of a job. I'll risk it. I'll pick it up and then I'll get it repaired next time. Don't really want to be towing the load whilst, there's a problem with tyres or something, I don't know. Those tyres are looking quite orange, aren't they? I think anyway, so no point in overtaking this guy. It's nice, this place. Vesterhaven. Okay, so this is the load that I'm picking up. Okay. sure this stretch of road should be faster than bloody 30, you know. Oh, oh, there's no good view apart from the in-cab view. I somehow feel severely damaged has been an exaggeration, considering the amount of driving I've been doing without a problem. I don't want to curse it. Oh, some dickhead's trying to undertake me there. That was crazy what I tried to do then. And I put my foot on the brake as much as possible. I could not brake under load. Christ. Yeah, the brakes are really like not responsive at all. Oh, that's great, isn't it? I'm getting undertaken now. wasn't in my lane, I'd be fucked. Haven. Don't go back across the crossing, that'd be ridiculous. A brake. This is a heavy load because it's not, the brake's ineffective. And best of engine braking. The engine braking is more effective than the bloody regular brakes. If I took my foot off the accelerator, that has more of an effect than actually pressing the brake. Right, where am I dropping this thing off? Oh, okay. I'll if I'm going to do that, I'm going to might as well just be outside in the external view. Don't know which way it's got to face. It's the weirdest fucking dialogue. Some of the clients like flirt with him and shit. It's fucking weird. Ah, so there is a garage here. Right. Let's get this fucking stuff. See what this one's like. Oh shit. I don't know if my fucking... I don't know if my LB's working or not. How can I test that out? Because in the map here, it's not being detected. So how do I know if it's working or not? Shit. What's the quickest title to load up? None of these. Just fucking Dirt Rally 2. So have a quick bash of that. Okay, the steering's not working. Oh, come on. Works fine in here, doesn't it? Oh god, force feedback's such a pleasure to use as well. It really feels like I'm driving a car right now. I never got used to paddle gears in the Mitsubishi ASX in real life. I never quite just get to grips with it. It was an auto gearbox, but with manual sequential if you wanted it. And I don't know, just couldn't really, just didn't really dig it, I suppose. But that works fine. So don't really get what the problem is here. But you know what? I've got a range of issues with this title that I'll have to go into. Let's quit that. Range of issues. If I will make a note of that. So So you can't drive manual because it just doesn't fucking work. Shift down is B. Then confusing B. I'm running out of sleep time as well. Oh, it's my tyres being worn out that was causing me issues then. Right. Another job's in order, really. it's so much more of a pleasure on controller than it is on this. It is with a wheel, to be fair, like completely different. You can just, yeah. I mean, I couldn't move my head around at all on the wheel because you just can't. I don't enjoy titles like this off the PC because of the lack of head tracking. I mean, I've played it on the Xbox and it's all right for a bit of chill out once in a while, but it's no good for proper sim stuff really, which is a shame. I'll probably say the same thing every time I play this title as well. It's all right once you're out of town, you can then go back to the wheel, but it's just yeah. Which I'm now on the wheel. I think some of them. You can't quite see the mirrors very well. On the left side, there's no FOV. south, and I used to drive back home to my parents like once a month, I'd say, for a weekend. And unless I was feeling particularly like I wanted to stay, I would drive back down on the Sunday. I'd make the most out of the Sunday, so I'd set off at like 8 p.m. say, and I'd get back home down south at like midnight. It was about a 3 hour drive, 3.5 hour drive. It was a pleasure. I had a nice new company car, and I used to smoke, so I just used to sit there, chilling out, smoking, and listening to music, and just enjoying being on the road for a few hours at night time. And yeah, to be honest, like I do not miss that at all. Like every minute on the road is a risk, isn't it? And it's not to do with your driving. It's to do with just being on the road. The evidence is that the longer the time somebody spends on the road, the more at risk they are of being in a road traffic accident. But I think as I've got older now, not a lot older, but as I've got a bit older, I think I'd struggle just with that amount of driving at night time, and like when you're sat there following like a large vehicle like this bus, it's so tiring. It's just sleep inducing, isn't it? Really. Oh, it's only 50 here. Yeah, I definitely don't envy people who drive commercially for a living. I don't anticipate that changing that much either with the idea of driverless vehicles and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be the way forward, really. I don't know. I mean, maybe goods vehicles, maybe. I don't know. But they're the ones that, when they're involved in a crash, it's like 13 cars and loads of deaths, isn't it? It's a heavy goods vehicle. Imagine a world where all the goods vehicles were self-driving and at night time as well. Do you know what I mean? God, that'd be so much better. Keep all that shit off the roads. Oh, bloody hell, look at that twat. Yeah, I often think I've been so lucky on the roads. Really, really lucky. Dad used to spend a lot of time driving. He was in sales, and yeah, damn it. So without an FOV, this is damn hard work. You know what I mean, mirror wise. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put that to both. Where the hell am I supposed to be now? Oh, right. Is that the sculpture? Oh, I'm not getting involved in that conversation. Yeah, I mean, most sales people seem to spend a hell of a lot of time on the road, but there's a lot of roles where in business that it's just actually just lot of time driving. Um, what I ended up doing in a role where I was driving around quite a lot. Actually, I was driving from site to site within the business quite a lot, so that was okay. It wasn't over more than an hour's drive a lot of times. Um, but oh, it's telling me to go right. It doesn't really make any difference. But it's a hell of a long sculpture this trailer, sorry. But yeah, when it was like um, go to like the head office, the corporate head office, or go and see like suppliers and other people around the country. I started opting for just taking trains, to be honest, and that was a pleasure. Really expensive though, but it meant I could be productive whilst on the train, um, which I never was. Really not productive for work anyway. But oh shit, yeah. Um, God damn, I just really like I loved driving when I was younger. I loved cruising about, just getting out and about. I don't know, just sometimes I'd go out and get a. Is that blues and twos I've had? Sometimes I'd just go out, get a McDonald's like from the services at a motorway near me, just to really just go out for a drive, really. Quite a lot, just going out and I mean that sounds a bit dull, doesn't it? But it was just like I just want to go out in the car. What can I do at 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh, I can go to the 24-hour McDonald's at the services. Um, and I don't know, I just used to just love being in the car. Loads actually. I really enjoyed being in the car, just sat there driving around and stuff. Um, I think as you get older, your eyes don't get as good with the light or something. I don't know. But yeah, times have changed now. I think driving. I think cars are safer, but I don't know. I just feel driving's a lot more dangerous on the roads now. I think people are far less courteous. I think there's two issues. I think there's a lot more cars on the roads now, a lot more vehicles. Um, and it's like people being driven to school. I mean, it just wasn't the case back in the day. People, like kids would walk to school, or there'd be buses or something. You know what I mean? There are some people who mum's got nothing better to do than ferry kids around. But like now, it just seems like God, like the roads are so different when the school time's on and stuff. I think so many kids are driven to school now. But also, so roads are busier. There's just a greater volume of cars and a greater like intensity of cars at certain periods. But I also find like drivers much less courteous on the roads nowadays as well. People tend to be just quite a bit more aggressive, really. I think that's because cars are faster, so people, they just put the foot down and whatever, and it just seems like nobody takes the time. I take my time on the roads. I'm in a rush for nobody, and like people drive right up my arse almost all the time, and I'm going at the speed limit pretty much. You know what I mean? I've got cruise control. I just stick it on if I'm doing 50 and I've got 3 miles to do at 50 miles an hour. Cruise control goes on like constantly. People just drive it up my arse all the time. So yeah, I don't really like. I think I don't really get pleasure from driving anymore. It's just a necessity, really. Whereas before, I think I used to drive for pleasure. But there is something nice, a really nice feeling about sitting behind the wheel. I don't know, it's just liberating, really. I mean, Americans talk about like guns being liberating, and if there was like a nonsense sense of liberation, I would say it's being behind the wheel. Fuck happened here? It's like the car's fallen off. Well then. I'm just gonna fucking squeeze past you, mate, because you're in the fucking way, aren't you? I don't know how I'm gonna get this fucking trailer past, you know. It's fucking annoying. I'm trying to push this bastard along. Come on. Finally, fucking hell. Oh, now he fucking puts his foot down, the stupid twat. Right, gotta move on here. It's not a bad experience, this. It's not terrible. It's just unpolished, really. That's the thing, yeah. I mean, look at some of those cars just absolutely bombing it past. Right, I'm coming off in a second. I think I'm coming off here. That's my turn off. I've been so lucky when I was on the roads to like avoid traffic. I always thought, I mean, and I'm talking about like for a decade of never really ever hitting traffic, but I think part of that was just driving at times that avoided traffic. Do you know what I mean? Like if it got to like say 5 p.m. on a Friday and I hadn't set off, I'd leave it until like 8 p.m. Depending if I had shit to do and places to be and whatever, but never really predict anything around the M25 and all of those roads, really. Take this trailer in, and we will be away. But I think no matter how much, like, I never really got uncomfortable in my car, in any car, really. I don't get uncomfortable on a seat for long periods of time, but I never really got uncomfortable in my car. Um, and I think no matter what, though, I think commuting by train is always going to be far worse, isn't it? Just commuting via public transport is always far worse. That's why I could never work in a place like London where a car is virtually impractical. Just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm just not a big fan of public transport, and I don't think it's because it doesn't run on time or anything like that. That doesn't help matters at all. I knew a guy who didn't like to fly, and I always suspected he was a very strong personality type, I should say. He refused to fly, and he used to drive across fucking Europe. Like he always amazed me. Um, and I think it was because he didn't like not being in control. He was a real like. He was one of my colleagues, another manager at work, and he ran quite a large department, and probably arguably the most important department in the business and the commercial side of the business. And I need to go and get some sleep here and some bloody fuel. And I suspect he just didn't like not being in control. He was like the boss man, and if he had to like be at the whim of a pilot or anybody else, he just didn't like it. It was very like we not too often, but we'd be away on like work meetings at corporate and stuff like that, and it'd just be very difficult. He was his own boss, and bugger anybody who'd tell him what to do in life. And I think that's I think that was basically it. At first, I thought it was like he was scared of flying, but no, I think he just didn't like other people being in control of any aspect of what he did day to day. I sort of now get that really. I feel the same way about public transport. Really, I don't. You know what I mean? At least with your own car, you just go and you know what I mean, do what you want to do. Don't know. And it's not even about car ownership. I would quite happily be in a lease or rental car. Right, I'm going to save that game. There's it's a shame I can't like sort of turn down the sleep. I don't like. There's something odd about this. When you brake, it then just automatically starts doing its own thing. Okay, cool. Well, I've done my little bit for the day on this title. In a bit.